You're siding a lot.
Copy.
You're siding a lot.
Copy.
You're siding a lot.
Copy.
Good condition. Obviously, it's very different from the dusk conditions. They ended free practice 3. We're seeing the two McLarens go back out. Crofty on the same set of tyres in which they set Lando's quickest lap and Piastri's 4th fastest lap. So
You're siding a lot.
Copy.
On to win the race in brilliant style, but he's got to find some pace. Daniel Ricciardo's got to find pace too in what could be his last qualifying this year in Formula One, and maybe in his Formula One career, if all the rumours and the speculation are to be true that he won't be driving from Austin onwards and will be replaced by Liam Lawson. Here comes Alex Albon, former Red Bull driver, of course, now driving for Williams. And Alex Albon, after an impressive first go in this qualifying session, finds himself performance life on the tyres that he used before.
Yeah, so while they might have loads of soft tyres, they clearly want to try and save Alton slick racing tyres just pick up all that dirt. Takes a while to get it back out again. Norris then with a great first sector on those used tyres.
Albon continues on his way. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Performance life on the tyres that he
Alton slick racing tyres just pick up all that dirt. Takes a while.
World's biggest challenges, like supplying enough energy to power economies and to positively impact people's lives.
And we've partnered
Has put you in great peril through the exit because the wall is close and unyielding.
We've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here, and Charles Leclerc is going to be the last driver to leave the pit lane. He's come out just now, hoping that there'll be no yellow flags here that might put him in a spot of jeopardy. That 130.7 might look pretty good, but with the track ramping up and everyone out there now trying to go faster, might not be enough.
One of the all-time great qualifying laps in Formula One history is Lewis Hamilton here, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he needs another good one now. Down in 12th at the moment, but he's not done a personal best first sector.
Sergio Perez has, but 26.8, that's okay. Needs to pick up a bit more in the middle sector. George Russell did a 27.0. Max Verstappen, meanwhile, did a 26.7. So even in that pretty short for this lap first sector, there's quite a bit of variables with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. And Hamilton still a bit off the pace here, 0.3 off.
got no grip, mate. It's totally different to FP3. Totally different. These tyres are so different.
Energy and Chemicals Company. Aramco, powered by How.
Unbelievable bunch of idiots, man. They are in the way everywhere.
So let's take a look at where it went wrong for Daniel Ricciardo, not making it through, and he ended up 16th. Down at turn 14, has a bit of a moment on the exit. The rear of the car not looking great for him there. Passes some traffic on the left-hand side, and then another one as well on the run up towards turn 16 and 17. But it's all a bit tentative into this corner and through it. You can see too many movements on the steering wheel, a snap of oversteer for good measure as well on the exit there for him. So yeah, like I say, teammate 10th, Daniel Ricciardo down in 16th. Not a great run for him. Sergio Perez, so I just load up the other one in turn 13 on that last run, had a bit of a moment just over the Anderson Bridge. Here we go, that's 12 coming up, and in 13 runs a bit too wide. Momentary lock-up on the left front sends him a bit wide there, so he'll be looking to sharpen that up for the next run. And then Hamilton struggling at turn 14 as well on the exit. A bigger slide actually, this on his first run. You can see how how loose the car was and how slippery the track was on that first run on those soft tyres before going back out, and then turn 16, 17 as well. Same as Ricciardo, just fighting the car the whole way through as well. Like George Russell commented later on, the car just not really connected for him, and it feels different every single time they go out there. Over to you, Crofty.
Thanks ever so much, Ant. Plenty for the drivers to be contending with out there, and don't forget the traffic as well. Max Verstappen not happy. Well, at least he kept it clean on the team radio, but not a happy man. Let's go to the RB pit wall. Lauren Mekis is with us. Lauren, if this is going to be a podium bid for Daniel Ricciardo to convince you guys that he should stay, he's going to have to do it the hard way tomorrow. That was disappointing for him.
Yeah, it's a tough exit for Daniel. You know, both cars have been quite close all weekend in terms of pace, Daniel and Yuki, and you know, we always knew it was going to be a matter of hundreds of tenths. We are out for tenths. It's a shame because the cars had quite a bit more potential this weekend, but we know that on a tight field like that, it can be part of the game. So we'll try to make it up tomorrow.
Lauren, how do we explain to the fans, yesterday you looked so competitive in the first practice session and today much less so? Why is that?
Well, you know, at first, if you look at the Q1 results, you know, Yuki is within half a tenth of P6, so we are not going to do P6 today, but just to tell you that the gaps are now so close. Then it is true that yesterday we were surprisingly in front of the two Mercedes, the two Red Bulls. We always knew that was not going to be the real pictures, so we are fighting just before these top four teams, and you know, if you go up or down 1/10, it will make you look like you are in P7, P8, P9 to perhaps being P15. So you really need to nail everything to sneak into the top 10.
And Lauren, we heard George Russell talking about the tyres and saying that they feel completely different one set to another. Is that something you've experienced, and how much on the knife edge are these tyres?
We were surprised this morning in FP3, certainly with the soft tyres. It was a bit more difficult to get the tyres in the right windows compared to yesterday. And you know, it's been like that all season. You know, it's always going to be a very tricky exercise, especially when you're looking at the last 10. So you know, I think over the course of the qualifying, with all drivers putting sets after the others, we will all find our way around what is needed for those tyres.
Lauren, thank you very much. We'll talk to you at the end of Q2. Light is green. Sergio Perez right out there in the head of the field, being told by his race engineer that that's the best thing for the outlap and to prepare the tyres in the way that he would have wanted. So after that clarification, he can now get on with it.
So only McLaren got through Q1 with one set of soft tyres. As you said, they've got plenty for qualifying, but if you do want a brand new set for the beginning of the race tomorrow, or a late safety car surge at the end of the race, then only McLaren at the moment, if they need 2 runs, everybody needs 2 new runs now and 2 new runs in Q3, a brand new set for the race. So advantage McLaren strategy-wise so far.
On board then with Sergio Perez from his front wing and showing you the speeds that he gets up to. It's not the fastest track on the calendar, a maximum speed here of 195 miles an hour, but it sure feels a lot more when you're going through the narrow Anderson Bridge and on to the Esplanade here.
Yeah, great camera angle. That one gives you a true feeling of the speed, the direction change, the rate of deceleration that these cars have. Pretty classic 90-degree right-hander there, and a long sweep left-hander. We don't go into the stadium anymore. It's down into 16, heavy braking, and a tricky little chicane that nips on the exit. That's the wall there, and then a big carry of speed into the final corner. Nail the throttle. You must stay within the white lines, and Perez then on a 30.6 on new tyres, that won't be fast enough.
Yeah, on the used tyres, so you'd expect much more grip on the new tyres for both Perez and for Max Verstappen. Well, that's a handful for Verstappen right at the corner where Lance Stroll crashed last year. Max Verstappen pulls off a mighty fine save and still goes faster than his teammate.
But he'll lose that lap time, won't he? If he was all four wheels off, that lap time will be deleted.
That was an absolute blur on the steering wheel as Verstappen fought to keep the car under control. Norris going very close to the wall on the exit. Max Verstappen has had that lap time deleted. He did put all four wheels off the track, and Lando Norris with a 26.5 has the fastest first sector we've seen so far. Charles Leclerc, meanwhile, did a 26.8 in the first sector, so 0.3 down on the McLaren as Colapinto crosses the line half a second down on Sergio Perez, and just half a second down on Alex Albon, his Williams teammate.
Yeah, Norris really hooking this up a treat now as Hülkenberg goes fastest for Haas with a very good low 1 minute 30. And watch, Norris is going to pop into the 29s with this one. It's incredible speed into the last corner. All easily within track limits. Didn't quite make it, did he? He's a James Bond short, isn't he, of being in the 29s?
The 007, yeah. And 5 thousandths of a second slower than his best time in Q1. Importantly for him, though, still faster than Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, but look at Hülkenberg, a third of a second off. That's tremendous.
For a man who's reached Q3 in 7 of the previous 17 qualifying rounds this season. Talking of 7, 11th in Baku for the 7th time this season. For the 7th time, he finished one place outside the points.
What are we doing with the tyres? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
No grip.
No.
So it's preparation, it's surface temperature, carcass temperature, pressure, and if they're not all talking to each other and in the right zone, and Max had already had one adventure then on that lap for the looks of it, and here comes the second one. He's turned in and had a big swap on the bump, ran wide, and good night, thank you to that lap time.
Yeah, it didn't look great on board, and didn't look any better off board.
I tell you, once again, cat-like reactions from Verstappen to save that one.
Yeah, that was impressive, as was that. That's sliding from Lando Norris as well. The track temperature's gone down about a degree. Is that what's making the difference? Just 1 degree track temperature? Because nobody's driving around like they're on rails out there.
It's incredible, isn't it? All the genius engineers and data and simulators and data from this racetrack, but it's such a knife edge, and it looks even more of a knife edge in qualifying than in the free practice sessions. Ted, what have you got for us?
Mercedes trying something different, Martin. They sat in the garage while everybody else was going out on their outlaps in the beginning of their laps. So Mercedes out now, both on outlaps, just beginning what they hope will find some grip in their tyres. But yeah, it's going to be really tough. That Albon lap not going to be good enough. He's going to have to go again on another set. But Franco Colapinto, as has been pretty close to Albon all weekend, half a second behind. Colapinto's going to have to find some time in the second Williams as well.
Lewis Hamilton making the left turn onto that Esplanade Bridge. This is 350th Grand Prix starts when he starts the race tomorrow. Moves him ahead of Kimi Raikkonen and second on the all-time list. Trying to get into Q3 here, where he's been in the top 10 in qualifying every single year that he has raced here in Singapore.
See, well, the Haas drivers could spoil a few dreams this evening for one or two of the front runners if they keep pumping times in like that.
They certainly could. Kevin Magnussen, as Lewis Hamilton goes fastest, and the first driver
really
into the 29s. Magnussen, don't forget, has reached Q3 in each of the last...
Understood. What are we doing with the tyres? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
What is going on? This is the best Ferrari lap. We can do what we want here.
Unbelievable. Bunch of idiots, man. We have in the way everywhere.
They're diving in and diving out. It's MRF Brace all through. Enjoy the brace experience. Brace it out on MRF Steel Brace Radio.
And I'm still really struggling out here. Don't know where all his grip has gone since practice.
Yeah, I've understood.